All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. I believe the audio is better. Man, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. I have been blocked by Facebook for some time. You guys didn't check on me, but it's all right. Uh, Amelia, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining this broadcast. Thank you. You're coming in. Um, please go ahead and just share this video. Please go ahead and share this video. So many of you didn't see me. You didn't even bother to check on me. I understand. That's how human beings are. The moment you are off the radar, then they totally forget about you. That's the way it is. Out of sight is out of mind. When the moment you are no longer there, people just forget you. But I've been behind the scene anyway. Facebook blocked me. Um, I know Olume said, David, I'm out of prison or I'm out of jail, Facebook jail. They blocked me for uh, typing the word rape, mentioning the word sex. We are not able to do that anymore. We can't mention sex when we type, and we can't mention the word rape or the word liar. There are so many other ones that we cannot mention. So we need to learn all that right now. Just to make sure that we stay focused and we are still relevant. We don't get blocked. But the good news is that we are working on a app. We just tested the Android version of it, and a lot of you guys are enjoying it. You guys love it, so I believe it's gonna be out very soon, and we'll all be able to see Pastor Shola without being blocked. Without being blocked. All right. So welcome everybody. Thank you very much for joining. I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and share this video. And Facebook they forced my page to go to the new setting. They forced my page to go to new setting. I didn't want to go. I'm not interested in going to the new setting, but you know, they had to force me. They had to force me. I said we tested the Android. We tested the Android. We are going to be doing the uh, iOS because it's always not that easy to get approval with Apple. So we're working on it. We have done the testing on the Android and we're working on the other one. Um, so they forced me to go to the new setting. I don't want it. So many of you may not see the notification that I'm online, but now they forced me to go there. There's nothing we can do. Facebook is the owner of Facebook, so they have the right to do whatever they want to do. They have the right to say whatever they want to say. They have that right to do so. All right. The topic before us is very critical. Uh, we want to look at the word. I mean, uh, we want to look at situation as in like men, African men, and cheating. Um, Cheating is part of the life of people now. Is one major reason why people are getting divorced. The major reason why a lot of people are having mental health wahala. The major reason why many women are sick mentally now. Because I came across a woman who was admitted at the mental clinic for more than 7 months. And as we were talking, I asked her what was the cause of her mental uh, health issue, and she said she couldn't handle her husband cheating. Uh, for her, she believed that I'm supposed to be the only one enjoying this penis. My husband is not supposed to stick it into anybody. My husband is not supposed to touch anybody. She should be faithful. I mean, he should be faithful to only me and only me alone. Nobody else. Me and only me alone. Nobody else. And I understand. That's the same mindset of a lot of Nigerian women. You guys want your husband to be faithful to you and to you alone. And that's the reason why you guys are faithful. Faithful to your husbands also. We're going to get there. But before we go, I want to give out 10,000 naira to a couple in Nigeria. I want to give out 10,000 naira to a couple in Nigeria. If you live in Nigeria and you're watching, I'm going to give you my telephone number right now. You and your husband or you and your wife will call on the program, and I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and if you answer correctly, openly, you are going to go on with 10,000 naira today, right now. My telephone is just right here with me. All I got to do is just go to Afriex, and I'll just type whatever it is and input your account number, bank. Before the end of the show, you will see it. You will be able to testify. Maybe you have received it or not. You're going to make a phone call back also if you have received it or not. All right. So you are in Nigeria. I don't want anybody living here in America to call. Oh, please. If you live in America or live in UK or Canada, please don't call. I want someone in Nigeria, someone that they can actually use 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira can actually buy gas in your car. 10,000 naira can pay your electricity bill. 10,000 naira can actually put a little food on the table for yourself and your wife and your kids. Someone in Nigeria who believe 10,000 will be something good to have at this time. So, and if you want to help us out, Afriex is actually the money transfer company for all Africans in diaspora. You want to send money to Africa, you want to help build the economy of Africa, and I think all of us should patronize our own. If you don't have Afriex downloaded right now, please go to the App Store, download Afriex. When you download Afriex, you're going to use my promo code, and my promo code is Shola, SHOLA, and you will be able to help us to give a little change to somebody in Africa, to support somebody in Africa, to be able to put food on the table on this show. As you patronize us, we are going to be able to give out something little to people in Africa. And at the same time, we're going to be building the economy of Africa. So if you don't have Afriex right now, if you're actually using a different money transfer company, I think the best thing for you to do right now, if you're on Pastor Shola's show, go ahead and download Afriex and start sending money to any bank account in Nigeria. And don't forget to use my promo code. All right, so I'm going to give you guys my telephone number. If you want the telephone number, you can actually let me know you want the telephone number, and you can call at any time on my show now. At this moment, you can call anytime. All right, that's the telephone number. The telephone number is at the bottom of the screen. You will see the telephone number at the bottom of the screen, 346-387-9891. And I will ask you a couple of questions, and if you answer correctly, you go home with 10,000 naira. 10,000 naira. That's what you go home with. All right. Okay. So today we are going to be talking about. It's normal for men, African men, to cheat. It is normal, and this is actually coming from a Nigerian woman. This is coming from a Nigerian woman, and I want you guys to just listen carefully. Nigerian women, they have actually they have devised a new way to embrace the unfaithfulness in their homes. They have devised a new way, a new method for them to be able to stay within the same relationship and don't care about the life of that man. And what they're saying is that right now, Nigerian women are now saying it is normal for African men or men to cheat. So, what we need to let them understand is that you need to go out with condoms. Don't go and have unprotected sex with anybody. Don't have unprotected sex with anybody. Royal Crown. I'm not sure what is going on, but I just wanted to know that comments are going to be removed if you mention the word sex, rape, liar, or some other stuff. I'll get the list for you guys So your comments are going to be removed. I don't know why they're doing it. It's Facebook. This is Facebook doing it for you. All right. All right. So they believe you need to go out with condoms, so you don't go out to have unprotected sex with anybody. Uh, and you can limit the number of people you sleep with to between 1 and 5. That they will be fine if you are only sleeping with just only 5 other people outside. And they only demand for uh, protected sex and respect. And the respect they want is, don't bring them home. If you want to have sexual relationship with them, you can cheat with them outside, take them to hotel, you can go to the house of the lady, but I need my respect. Don't bring that woman to the four corner of our home. Uh, don't introduce my children to them. Don't send a picture of my kids to them. Don't make a phone call to them while you are home with me. I need that respect. And make sure whatever it is that you do outside, don't let my mother and father and our family friends, don't let them know about it. You can cheat all you like, but give me that respect. All right, you will find out that this is actually not right for a lot of you guys who are American people, American, Nigerian American. You guys will be like, "Whoa, wow, we, seriously, wow." You guys are going to go like that, okay? Just like I was when I was being told, and this is not a man telling me. This wasn't a man. I was discussing with a woman, a Nigerian woman, and she said to me, she said, "Pastor Chola, what other ways do you know? What other ways do you know? We don't believe divorce is biblical. We don't believe in divorce. We believe if we should get divorced right now, we might not find anybody to love us again. We might not find anybody to marry us. So, and we need to remain here. And this is the father of our kids. And we want to stay within the same marriage and still be okay." And like I always say, uh, if you want to be sane, you want to be. Some people are divorced today because they actually want to be sane. They don't want to go insane. Marriage these days will actually make you go insane. uh, all manners of things going on in relationship. I know you guys are reading stories on my page. I read story on my page myself before I actually put them up, and I'm telling you, I was so blessed when Facebook finally blocked me. When Facebook blocked me and they said no more posting for me, I rejoiced because that gave me a little break for me to actually sit down and think and you know be normal again. Marriage will drive you insane. All right. So, and these women, they're thinking about what other ways do you have, Pastor Shola? Other ways I have is for people to be faithful. That's all I have. Do you want to be faithful or you don't want to be faithful? You want to remain married or you just want to just walk around and be having sexual relationship with everybody? Which one do you want? All right. I believe husband and wife should sit down to talk about things. How do you want this relationship? How do you want this marriage to go like? All right. How do you want out of marriage? And like I said this morning, I said everybody should be able to answer one question before going into marriage. Why? Why do I need to get married? Why should I marry this person? All right. You must be able to answer that question before you jump into it. There is. You will find out that if there are expectations, then you will be able to find a way to make sure that you actually be able to get to that point of uh, 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 being a success and getting all your goals done. All right. If you have a vision for the marriage, if you have a vision for the marriage, that I'm getting married to this woman because I love her and I feel she's the only one that can compliment me, and I want to live the rest of my life with her, and I want to have children by her, I want her to be happy with me, I want us together to build a life. That's a vision. Then you will walk towards that. You as a man or as a woman will walk towards that, to be able to achieve it. So, during the time you're working with it, you will find out that there will not be that, there won't be any room for side chick or side cock. There won't be room for them because there is a vision, there is a direction, there is a platform, there is a stage where you want to be. There's an expectation for you. You want to get to this point in your relationship, and that's exactly your vision, and that's what you're going to go for. But if you are married based on, just the fact that I'm old enough, oh, I'm old enough, that's why I'm getting married. Oh, I'm grown. Oh, my brother got married 3 years ago. I need to get married too. Oh, my friends are married. I need to get married also. It's not going to be, it shouldn't be everybody that should get married. Everybody, no, shouldn't be targeting marriage. Marriage is not for just anybody. You must be matured enough to be able to handle marriage before you get married. Don't just get married for just getting married sake. Be ready for it. Know that I know what marriage is all about. If you are still cheating, you still have appetite for so many women. You are not yet ready to be committed. You are not yet ready to be faithful to one woman. So you need to still maintain your single life, and don't come and just mess up the life of somebody by jumping into marriage. And then they are expecting you to actually be able to build a future together, but you are busy just jumping from one particular woman to another woman. So you'll find that there are so many immature people all over Africa, especially in Nigeria, very immature people, all right, who are not yet ready for marriage, and they jump into it. And when they jump into it, right now, it's not easy for them to be faithful. It's not easy for them to stick with one person. And now the women are now looking for a way to still maintain their marital status. And they still want to have their wedding rings in their hands, and they still want to be a Mrs. So, so, so and so. And they're now looking for a way because they've been asking questions in Africa. How do you control a man who is not ready to actually be with you, who is not ready to actually listen to you, who is not ready to understand what you're passing through? How do you handle such? So they look at it like, okay, this is a big problem right now. And that's why some of their pastors are coming out. Some of their pastors are coming out and teaching them that you need to keep quiet. If your husband is cheating, keep quiet. If your husband is abusive, keep quiet. Give him water, give him soap, cook for him, and you keep quiet. And then because you're quiet, he will be afraid of you because he doesn't know what you're going to be doing. So their pastors are coming in to teach them that. Some of their pastors are coming in to teach them that if a man should go outside and cheat, when he comes back home, they should cook for him and still make love to him. And still make love to him. And they're teaching them all this strategy so that they can still maintain their marital status. That when he comes back home, you don't fight with him, even if he's smelling sex or lipstick all over him or whatever. Give him water to take a shower, cook his meal after he finished eating, watch TV together, and still give him sex. All right. So this is I mean, the pastors are coming out to teach them that it is normal that every man would cheat. That is very normal that in the society in Africa, men will always cheat. That there is nothing you can do about it. You just have to live with it. You just have to live with it. All right. You just have to live with it. So when we are now looking at this whole stuff, we have been listening to a lot of men say, "Oh, I'm a polygamist by nature." They are diagnosing themselves. When you say, "Oh, you are cheating, bro, why are you cheating?" Then they diagnose. They say, "Well, I'm a polygamist by nature." Uh, men men are created to be a hunter. We've seen it. So many people are saying that pastors are preaching it. Pastors are preaching that men are hunters, that they're going to hunt. That it doesn't matter how many animals they actually have within their reach, they're still going to hunt. That they are hunters. They go all around the place hunting. All right. So pastors are coming out to say this. Nigerian pastors are coming out to say this to the women in Africa. All right. Women in Africa, men are hunters, and they must to cheat. And cheating is part of their system, and they themselves they diagnose themselves to be having a sickness we call a polygamist. They are polygamist by nature. So there is nothing you can do about it. They will cheat, and they will continue to cheat until Jesus Christ will come. So what they're now passing to the women, what these women are passing to the other women, is that if you want to maintain your marital status, you want to still be married and take care of your kids, what they're now saying is that you better buy condoms and put it in the bag of your husband as an approval, as a sign of approval that I know you cheat, I know you're cheating, but I don't want you to bring disease home to me. You can continue your cheating outside, but respect me. So if the man now decides to now have a talk, he's now ready to sit down and talk, they need to now put it to him that we don't have to fight. What we're looking for is for you to respect us. Don't bring the women home. And don't sleep with more than 5 women. You can sleep between 1 and 5. Don't bring them home. Don't make phone calls to them when you're home. Don't take my kids there. Don't send a picture of my kids to that person. Don't do a video call and be showing the face of my kids when you guys are talking. Give me my respect. And don't let that particular person be a family member or family friend. And don't let the person be our church member. And don't bring that person to our church at all. In as much that people don't get to know, I'm fine. You can do whatever it is that you want to do. There will be no problem. There will be no problem. All right. Yeah, she gave me a number. So you will find out that. And the lady said to me, said it is only the American ladies. That is, they are Nigerian Americans. Those are the only people that are actually so much into a man must be faithful, a man should be faithful, and that's why majority of the American ladies are single today. Single mothers, single mothers, single mothers. Contract for infidelity. Femi, go ahead. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. And this woman was able to, she even said something about uh, the problem that is going on in overseas countries, in diaspora, Canada, London, Europe generally, America, that we over here will believe in the law. Someone is a legal wife. A legal wife. He said, what do you mean a legal wife? A legal wife, uh, you know, we are trying to control the man. We want to put the man under lock and key because she's a legal wife. The guy's got no right to go out and enjoy himself. The guy's got no right to go out and be a hunter because he's created to hunt. He's a hunter. He will hunt. It doesn't matter how many animals he's got. He will still go out to hunt. He said, we are the ones destroying things and we are giving a kind of a false hope to a lot of Nigerian Americans that are here that it's possible for a man to remain faithful with one woman. We look at I looked at it. It's a big issue. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the conversation as well, saying it because I was able to understand and feel a different mentality, a different mindset when it comes to the issue of cheating, and that's why a lot of women in Nigeria, they are more like a doormat. They treat them like a doormat because they sometimes do that if animal ẹlẹ́jù wọn lọ animal burúkú náà lọ lé ní erin mi ló kù náà lé lọ nìyẹn fẹ́mi. So I see the reason why many women are being treated badly in Africa. I see the reason why some of our women are dying in relationship, are being killed in relationship. We see videos of men killing their wives. We see videos of women that have been abused in several ways, and you will remember the wife of that the TV presenter that got beat up. You remember that after the governor spoke with them, she came outside and she actually told us to go and mind our business. That she and her husband, they are cool right now, and then there is nothing that concerns us, and we should go and just mind our own business and stuff. She was talking like as if to say we came to dig into her story, not that she wasn't the one that put it on social media for us to talk about. All right. So you will see the mentality, and that woman is actually playing with death because that guy has not been changed. For the governor giving you $50,000 of giving you 5 million naira, it's not going to be the end of your suffering because the man is still got that nature that he will still insult you, abuse you, and still sleep around. And that's what we see Women are being treated like a doormat. They're not being respected in Nigeria because they don't have, or there is no law. We can say there are laws, but the implementation of the law is actually nothing to actually compare to that one here in America. In Nigeria, somebody can decide to walk out of a relationship without paying child support. There is nothing anybody could do. In America, you walk away and you say you are not paying child support, the government is going to get your check. All right, the government is going to get your check. And over in Nigeria, if a woman should divorce the husband and walk away, she's not going to get any house, she's not going to get any car, she might not even get the kids, might not even get the kids at all. So they walk away the same way they actually got married. They kick them out. All right. You see, all of that stuff is actually making them to have a different mindset. It's only very few of them who are professionals in their field, who are able to make money. The ones that can actually rent an apartment or build a house by themselves. Those are the ones that are actually going shooting for divorce and say, you know what, I want to remain sane. I want to enjoy the rest of my life. I want to be happy in life. Okay, I know that. So those are the only ones that could jump out and say, you know what, I am not going to do this. I'm not going to do this and stuff like that. And then they walk out. Most of the time, pastors do come to contribute to a lot of abuse in relationship where they say to the woman to kneel down. Your husband just cheated, and now you're supposed to now kneel down and say sorry to him for yelling at him, for questioning him. That you don't have a right to question your husband is the overall authority in this marriage, constituted authority in this marriage. All right, is the only one that should be talking when somebody is talking. If I'm hearing the voice of somebody, it must not be you as a woman. Let your husband do the talking. All right. Every time your husband, commits a crime against you, kneel down and beg him, apologize to him, give him water to bath, give him sex. All right. So now they have turned and made a lot, men to be untouchable in their own homes. Men are not actually being asked to be accountable. Men are not being asked to answer questions in a relationship. They have turned them to be above the law inside of the relationship. And a lot of pastors in Nigeria, they contribute to this. All right. And some of those pastors are abusive also. They are, the way they treat their wives. Some of them, their wives don't sit with them on the stage. Some of them, their wives don't ride with them in cars. Some of them, they don't sleep in the same room with your wives. All right. So much. So many things happening. And so they actually pump the same thing into the life of their church members also, and telling the church members not to sleep with their wives, to have separate rooms. They are telling their church members to keep secrets. It is not everything you can tell a woman. You have to hide some certain things from that woman. And no wonder a lot of men are dying, and all their investment going to waste. Their savings account, nobody could detect and discover them, and they're dying every day. And their kids are suffering, their children suffering. Many of them, their family members will inherit all what they have, and the wife will not be able to inherit anything because they make their little brother or their senior brother their next of kin, and then the wife could not actually get nothing from anything. So these are the things. You see the mentality, you see the way people reason in Africa. A lot of them are calling me right now. Some of them are calling me, paying me 250,000 naira just for counseling. Some of them pay me 500,000 naira for counseling. You will never believe it, that some people in Nigeria are willing to learn what we get freely in America. So many of them in Nigeria, they are willing to learn what kind of benefit do I have. If I call the police, or if I go to a court of law, or if I get divorced, what are the benefits associated to this? They don't know. They need to know. They want to know. They want to have that understanding. And I get so surprised that some people pay me 500,000 naira just to talk to me. All right. And I wonder, in Nigeria, people can afford to pay 500,000 naira just to make marriage right. That's a huge stuff. That's deep. All right. And then you will find out that they have very strong internet. They actually get on Zoom with me. We talk about the whole stuff. The man is willing to listen. The wife is willing to listen. All right. They're willing to. It's not about education. It's about exposure. I come to see that the last couple I counseled, the husband is not that educated at all. All right, and the wife is not that educated too, and they live in Nigeria. And they paid 500,000 naira just for counseling, just to heal their relationship, just to heal their relationships. All right, so this whole thing they want to know, and if we give it out for free, you are supposed to take advantage of this. You don't make yourself to be a doormat. Don't make yourself to be a doormat to a man. And men, please, it's time for us to create a new marriage, a new lifestyle. Men, you need to come and understand. Understand that you're just a partner in this relationship. Your wife is a partner. You are a partner. You have been picked to represent the family. Now, for you to represent your wife, you must get to know her. To represent your wife, you must know what she's thinking. To represent your wife, you must know her vision, you must know her aspiration. To represent your wife, you must be able to protect her. You know, to represent your wife, you must be able to be good to her, be nice with her. All right? You're supposed to be her best friend. To represent your wife, you must get to love her family, love her kids, listen to her, understand her, let her have a voice, and then she will submit to you because you have her interest in your heart. You have an interest in your heart. It's so very important if we can create a new style of marriage whereby men will make things easy for us to remain in marriage. You know, I notice one thing, and what I notice is that I see women going to church, women going to church, and I come to find out that the women that go to church, they go to church because of two different reasons. Number one is marriage. Number two is their kids. They don't even pray for themselves. They don't even pray for their own moms and dads. They don't even pray for their own businesses. They go to church to pray for their relationship. Some of them are not married, they want to get married, they go to pray. Some of them are married, they want their relationship to stand. You know, some of them, they're having problem in their relationship, they are not able to rest. So you see them all over churches. And they go from one church to another church trying to look for solution. They need solution by all means. They can't carry on like this. They're going crazy. All right, some of them, they, couldn't sleep at night. Some of them, they're mentally derailed. You know, some of them are actually not feeling too good at all because of the choice or their choice of man. And at this point in time, they start thinking about, oh, and I didn't even have known I should have married this person or that person. I didn't know I'm actually coming into a kind of a disaster. I didn't know I'm entering into a kind of a disaster. And they'll start thinking about this whole stuff because we men are not making it easy. We're not taking it easy in marriage. We are being driven by so much ego. Too much of ego of husband is the head. You can be the head. Nobody's fighting with you. Nobody's contesting the headship with you. Nobody's saying, oh, we want to take it away from you. All what we're talking about is that, do you even know the job description of the one that we call the head? Are you grown? Are you matured enough to be referred to as the head? Do you have what it takes to be the head? Do you have the kind of vision? Do you have the kind of a large heart? Do you have a mindset? Do you have enough education? Are you exposed enough to be able to be that one to be referred to as the head? You know, it's a big time job. It's a big time position that you can't mess up. And we're messing it up today because we don't think with our heads, we think with our penis. And the penis is never going to give you any kind of idea that it's going to be good. The next thing the penis is going to give you is going to actually make you to look at that other woman on Facebook, look at the other woman at your job, look at the other woman on Facebook or Instagram, look at the next door neighbor, and they're going to be start telling you how you can escape, how you can do it, and nobody's going to know, and all kinds of stuff. And then when you do it, you now enter into a difficult situation whereby your wife will catch you. But right now, the issue right now is that you now start threatening the woman that you're going to divorce her, and a lot of women don't want to hear the word divorce. That word divorce It's not in the dictionary of a lot of Nigerian women. The moment you talk about divorce, they walk away. They are looking for a way that, how can you be able to help me to stay married? Yeah, I want to help you to stay married, but there is nothing I can do to make you to stay married if you are not allowing me to talk to your husband. I need to talk to your husband. I need to hear his own side of the story. I need to be able to look at what can we do to actually keep your relationship going. So many homes are not supposed to be together. So many men, so many women are supposed to be divorced. They are actually better off being divorced than being married. Just want to throw that out there. Many of our women out here, many of you guys are listening to me, you're better off divorced than being married. All right? You're still inside of the same relationship that is drying you, that is actually draining you. You are inside of that same relationship that is actually making you sick, and that relationship that is actually creating a standard in your life and a stumbling block for you not to be able to get to where you're going. You are still inside of that relationship today because you want to be married. You want to have a wedding ring. You want to still be called Mrs. Susan. And so, how are we going to say it when people start asking, where's your husband? When they start asking in the church, are you still married? Are you married? Where's daddy? And stuff. And then so many of you guys, you're living together, but you are actually divorced. You're only living together because of what the church is going to say. Many of you guys are physically together, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you are divided. You are no longer married, you're only living like roommates in that home. So many of you, so many of you, so many of you, you're better off divorce than being married. Look at somebody, Joy Simeon. He's saying, but God hate divorce. It means you're actually very new on this network. God doesn't hate divorce. Divorce is biblical. It's just because you guys don't read to that part of the Bible. And you don't have understanding and actually the way to understand and then to be able to break the scriptures down. That's why you guys always believe, oh, divorce is not biblical. Now, let me tell you guys this real quick. Let me say this real quick for everybody, just for you to know. Number one is that when the missionaries came, no, don't forget, the missionaries, they brought Christianity to us in Nigeria. Before the missionaries came, we were idol worshippers. Before the missionaries came, we were idol worshippers. We worship Shango, Oya, and all kinds of other gods like that. All kinds of other gods like that. That's what we were into. All right. And then, like I said during my show today, Eshu, Eshu that we put inside of the Bible is not a Bible character. Eshu is not a Bible character. Eshu is a god in Yoruba land. All right. So when the missionaries came, missionary never mentioned Eshu as a character in the Bible. We put it there. That was a big mistake on our part. That was a wrong mistake on our part to put Eshu inside of the Bible. Eshu is not a god. Is not a Bible character. It's a god in Yoruba land. That's why we have Agbole Eleshu. That's why we have some people, they call them Eshu Funke, Eshu Wanwa, Eshu Biyi. They are not talking about Satan that is in the Bible. It's a different person entirely. They have the same attitude, the same character, the same mindset. They look alike. Eshu and Satani, they look very much alike in character, but they are two different people entirely. Eshu is a god in Yoruba land. So we are not supposed to bring him inside of the Bible. It's not a Bible character. So we flipped it upside down. So when the missionaries came, they came with three things. Number one, they came with a hospital, they came with a school, and then they came with the church. Why did they come with these three things? Because they believe you have to go and worship God, so you go to church. They believe you cannot be a doctor by going to church. You can't be a doctor by praying. You cannot become educated by praying. That's why they brought the school. That you need to go to school to be educated. To be educated. So now the next thing is you need to go to the hospital when you're sick. That's what the white men, when they came, the ones who brought Christianity to us. We don't know what Christianity is before. We don't know nothing about Jesus. We don't know nothing about Holy Spirit. These people came with it. They came with it. They brought Jesus to us. All right. So they came with the hospital that when you're sick, you go there. When you are need education, you go to school. And when you need God, you go to church. All right. So when you now talk about the hospital, you are talking about professional counselors, medical doctors, coaches, therapists, and all those set of people. They have a reason. There is a reason why the professionals are there in our world. God gave them the idea. God gave them what it takes to become. Remember, he said, behold, I've given you ability to do, to create. So he has given ability to create those fields of life, medical field, pharmacy, or whatever we have. God gave them the ability to put those things together. So he gave us the brain not for us as a decoration and not for us to suspend it. He gave us our brain for us to think, for us to create, improvise, and be able to manufacture so many things and create things. Like I always say, we are the creatures of God. Is our creator, and inside of us we have the ability to create too. So God is expecting us to be a creator, to create things, and that's what we're creating. We're creating automobile, we're creating iPhone, creating clothes, shoes, houses, and all kinds of stuff. It's part of the ability that God has created and given unto us to service us. But when all of these new Pentecostal churches came, they decided to shut the schools down, they shut the hospitals down, and they believe that the church can give you everything that the school can give, the church can give you everything the hospital can give. We can't just continue the way we're continuing. We're going to ruin the life of our children and the unborn children that are coming after us. And I so much thank God, because a lot of people that are in America here, the young people in America, they have changed their own lifestyle. They are no longer connecting to what we used to know, what we brought from Africa. They have changed it around. They have changed it around. All right. And I know God is going to help them out. And they're going to be able to normalize their homes and everything about them. All right. God will do that for them. So, these are the stuff that we have missed. And the church is contributing to what is going on right now in the society. Instead of we preaching the truth, we are preaching lies, because the truth cannot bring money. The truth cannot bring slavery. And we are enslaving people inside of the church. They call it the spiritual enslavement. So many people are inside of the church that have been enslaved because of your mindset. You see, when you are a prisoner of your mind, all right, it's actually terrible, more than you being locked up in prison or four walls. The prison of your mind, all right, is so terrible in your mind when you're a prisoner. And that's exactly where so many of our people are. They are mentally imprisoned, that they are not able to free themselves. The Bible says, renew your mind. Let your mind be renewed daily. Learn new things every time. But instead of learning new things every time, we preach the gospel of the enemy, the gospel of enemy here, enemy there, enemy here, enemy there. So many of our women have been blindfolded with the gospel of the enemy that they are not even looking at what is going on in their marriage. They don't even think about sexual relationship. Uh, um, Dr. Shola, are you saying there isn't any equivalent of devil in the Yoruba religion before the missionaries? Prince Daddy, I want you to listen to me carefully. I don't want you to understand or misquote me. Uh, Before the missionaries came, we had Ishu. Ishu has been in existence. He's a Yoruba god. I want you to listen, and don't be jumping, and don't misquote me anywhere. Just listen. The traditional religion we had before Christianity. Christianity came after. We were born worshiping Ifa. We were born worshiping Shogo. We were born worshiping Eshu. Eshu is a god in Yoruba land. Are you getting the point? When the church came, the church did not bring Eshu. Eshu is not a Bible character. Eshu is not part of Bible. Eshu is not. What the Bible mentioned in the Bible is Satan. Satan, that the Yoruba people call Satani. Satani. Satani is different from Eshu. They are two different people. They might resemble each other. They might have the same characteristics. They might have the same kind of lifestyle or being dangerous. But they're two different people. Bishop Ajayi Crowther, actually translated the Bible from English to Yoruba. He was the one that borrowed the name Eshu from the traditional religion to input it into the Bible And today we are praying against a wrong guy. Every time you pray against the devil, against Eshu, Eshu is not your enemy. Eshu is not what the Bible is referring to. Eshu is not a Bible character. Eshu is a god in Yoruba land. And that's why we have Eshu Funke, Eshu Bi, and then you have a rock in front of some houses. They put palm oil there and they call it the Abolele Eshu. Alright, so Eshu is not a Bible character. Eshu is a god in Yoruba land. So every time you pray against Eshu, you are praying against the wrong guy. That's not the guy you should be praying against. You should be praying against Satani or Satan, the devil. That is the guy you pray against, not Eshu. It's just like you praying against Shogo, praying against Oya, praying against Obatala. The same way when you pray against Eshu, that's what you're talking about. It's not your enemy. It's not. The traditional religion is a religion. They have a way of worshiping their gods. That's not the enemy. It's just like you now praying against Muhammad. Now saying every spirit of Muhammad in me die by fire. That's exactly what the interpretation is about. That's how you are interpreting it. You are praying against a different God. That is not the Bible character. Alright? It's not a Bible character at all. It's not in the Quran. They don't have a shoe in England. They don't have a shoe in Jamaica. They don't have a shoe in Israel. A shoe is not there. So, that's what I'm saying. Don't misquote me. Don't misquote me. Eshu came. Eshu was in Nigeria. We have been worshiping Eshu in Nigeria before the Bible came. Way before the Bible came, we've been worshiping Eshu. And so people are still worshiping it today because they refuse to convert. Christianity is a white man's religion. That's a white man's life. They brought that religion to us in Africa. They sold it to us. When they sold Christianity to us, it's a religion full of light. It's full of transparency. We sit in church and we listen. There is a book written that everybody could pick up the book and read. Unlike Ifa, unlike Babalawo stuff, it's only the people who are custodian of the Ifa that will know it. But Christianity, anybody is able to know Christianity. So you can pick up the Bible and read. And then when you do it inside of a clean environment called the church. And then when we sing praise unto God, and people love it. And people love it, and people sing it, and that's why a lot of people started converting because they brought the school. When they came with Christianity, they brought the school. When they came with Christianity, they brought the hospital. So that is more of an advantage over the other religion that is within. All right, even the time of Ifa, that was more or less like a school of Ifa, and they have a hospital where the herbalists. There is different. You see, the herbalists, they are not babalawos. Herbalist is not babalawos. It's onishegun. Onishegun is different from babalawo. Babalawo is the one that does this divinity. They look into people. They do bad things. They hurt people. All right, but the herbalist, they are the ones that do. Those are the onishegun. Those ones are more of like a doctor. They are the doctor in those days. They treat people, they do agbo, they do concussion, they do all that stuff. Those ones are the herbalists. The herbalist is different. The herbalist is different from the babalawos. Alright? That's the stuff. Ifa is not evil. Ifa is not evil at all. Ifa is just a means of communicating to Eledumare. It's I don't know what to call it. Ifa is not evil. You see, I see a lot of people using the Bible for evil. Do you know they use the Bible for evil? I don't know, probably you know. They use the Bible for evil. They use the Quran for evil. Alright? You can use anything for evil. There is nothing you cannot use for evil. Some people will go and buy the 7th book of Moses and then they use it for evil. So also we have other people in traditional religion that they do evil too. But not all of them do evil. I'm not here to actually say go and become a traditional religion. Into traditional religion. I'm not saying that for you. All right, I'm just letting you know, medicine man. Thank you. I'm just letting you know why we're getting it wrong. I'm letting you know how we are misinterpreting what is going on, and this is what is causing a lot of problem for us in Africa. Lack of understanding. Lack of understanding. It's lack of understanding. So we need to understand it to get to know it and understand the fact behind this whole thing. All right, behind this whole thing. We have to understand it, please. All right. So let's come back to the issue of marriage. So when we now look at all that, the church is not helping too. The Muslims, they believe that me luluawi, it means that you can marry as many as possible wives. I watched a video. I watched a video of one guy who was an imam, and he said, "Ìyàwó mélòó lẹ ní? Ìyàwó kan ní erin yín ò pé." Ẹ̀yin kọ́ ìmáàmù ìyàwó mélòó lẹ ní? Wọ́n ṣe ṣe ní ẹyọ kan ní erin yín ò pé. Erin yín ò pé rárá. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ ìyàwó mélòó lẹ ní? Méjì ni erin yín ti ń pé díẹ̀díẹ̀. So they believe that you can marry as many as possible wives. They believe many wives is a way to curb your appetite for promiscuity. They believe that that's the way, but there is a kind of a statement, there is a clause. When the Quran was actually talking about this whole stuff, the Quran actually said that if you can marry as many as possible wives if you are able to love them equally. If you are able to love them equally, you can marry as many as possible wives. I understand. A lot of our men will love that. They love to marry as many as possible wives if women can agree to it. If African women can agree to it. And now African women are actually indirectly agreeing to it right now with the statement that I've been hearing right now from a lot of Nigerian women. They are agreeing to their husbands having multiple sex partner. Multiple sex partner. All right. Um, they're agreeing to that. They are agreeing to that. They don't want to mess up their relationship. They don't want to mess up their wedding vows. They just want to stick to it. But one thing they do not understand is that you can't love two women equally. So there is no way you can marry two wives because there is no way you can love them equally. And the Yoruba version of it is tó bá lè ṣe déédé láàrin àwọn méjèèjì. Kò ṣe déédé. O lè ṣe déédé. You actually love one more than the other. I know a man who is in love, who so much love his first wife than the new wife. The new wife is more of someone that forced him into marrying, probably because of a child or because of money or something. But he's actually so much in love with his old wife. People couldn't understand why he decided to marry another wife even though he's in love with his wife. All right. So let me ask a question. Let me ask this question real quick. Is it possible for you to actually love your wife and then still cheat on her? Is it possible for you to love your husband deeply and still cheat on them? Is it possible? My telephone number is on the wall. If you want to contribute, I will pick your call if you want to contribute. The phone is here. Uh, is it possible for you to love somebody and still cheat on them? Is it possible for you to say I love this person and I still cheat and I cheat on you? You want to make a phone call in. The telephone is on the screen. You see it at the bottom of the screen. 346-387-9891. You know, 346-387-9891. All right. I want somebody to respond to that. Respond to that. Is it possible for you to say you love somebody and then you still cheat on them? Somebody saying no. Ayodele, you said no. All right. I think it's possible. Okay. Somebody saying I think it's possible. Um, Men say it's just a hole when they cheat. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they believe it's just a hole because there is nothing, there is no feeling or nothing. I got drunk and I'm drunk, and every time I'm drunk, I just feel like putting it inside the hole. Just putting it inside the hole or something. You know what I'm saying? All right. So I was like, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if I actually put it inside somebody. To me, it's just not cheating. People men say that a lot. Also, men say that a lot. So why did you even manage to get drunk when your wife is not around? Why don't you get drunk when your wife is around, and then when you feel like having sex, you bounce on your wife? You know, lost versus love. All right. If you call from Nigeria, if that phone call is from Nigeria, you win your 10,000 naira. I want to give somebody 10,000 naira today. I'm so angry right now. I want to give somebody 10,000 naira, but that phone call must come from Nigeria. If that phone call should come from Nigeria, I will respond to it. Is it possible for you to love somebody? Men do say that, I love you, but see, the cheating is just me just putting it inside the hole. Doesn't really matter. No feelings, no nothing. I just got drunk. And that's what I did. I'm sorry about it. Let's move on from here. So, men do say that. You can never hurt someone you claim to love. Cheating hurts like death. Oh, Vivian Diesel. I understand. I do get it. I understand. Some men cheat, have kids outside of the marriage, but their wife can ask a strange man for direction on the road. I understand. I understand that. Some men will believe that, okay, this is my property, this is my wife, nobody should come near her to touch her and all kinds of stuff. I understand that. But is it in the outer sense of it? I believe if I actually say I love you, I should just love you. I should just stay connected and so stay glued to you. I should always think about me not making you miserable, not making you unhappy, not creating any kind of sad moment for you or a kind of atmosphere where pain is going to dominate and stuff. I'm supposed to think about that all the time if I say I love you. If I say I love you, I must think about your goodness all the time. All the time. I must think about your goodness. But something can happen along the line that it's possible for you to fall. Even in Christianity, you can fall, you can fail, you can commit sin, you can commit error. It's possible for error to happen. Women don't want to hear that part of it's a mistake. Women don't like it. If you say it's a mistake, women don't want to hear that. Why didn't I make mistake? Women, you don't want to compare yourself with men. Women were actually open to a lot of temptation, a lot, too many, too much. All right, I understand that. I understand you guys too. You get tempted. You see six pack. You see everything, but we see breasts all the time. We see bum all the time. We see it on social media everywhere. You go on Instagram. Sometimes I don't want to go on Instagram. Sometimes I don't want to go on Instagram, but because every time I go on Instagram, I just be seeing breasts flying all around the place and bum flying around, cleavage everywhere, and all kinds of stuff. Instagram is the place whenever I go there right now, I have to wear my sunshade. I have to put on my sunshade whenever I go on Instagram because Instagram is dangerous now. Instagram is very, very dangerous. So, for women, we see all manners of things, all manners of idiarere, idiocracy, all manners of things. And the moment you see this stuff, it registers in your heart. It starts in your brain. You start thinking about, hey, what's up? What's going on here, man? You know what I'm saying? All right. So, all right. Even if I don't love you, I'm in a relationship with you, I won't still cheat. That's right. In the Wubukwala. That's right. It is possible because we sometimes act against our best interest. Yes. Why don't we need marriage vow? Why do we need marriage vow? For for it is assumed. It is because it is possible that a man must intentionally about infidelity. Might be intentional. My we can make mistakes. It's possible for us to fall. It's possible. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Yoruba people say "Amojukuro." I understand. Sometimes it's Ojukokoro. It's Ojukokoro and all that stuff. Cecilia, what is Pastor Jola? What is Pastor? What did I do now? I'm telling the truth here. I'm telling the truth. It's breast everywhere on Instagram. Every time I go to Instagram, I wear my sunshade when I go there. It's terrible over there. You can commit atrocity. You'll be committing a sin without doing it. Allah, you'll be committing a sin without doing it. You have pop out. Your eyes will be popping out of the socket when you see some breast. It's not easy for real. For men, temptation is too much. Allah. Oh Lord, the temptation is not coming from another man, no, it's coming from you women. You women are the one tempting us. Ah, kilo day. You are the one tempting us. You women are the one doing all this packaging. I'm a policy. I'm a didi kudi. I'm a di. I'm committing lucre. You know that was so the tendency is there for men to fall, to fail. All right, me women, you guys still have a little bit of self-control. You guys, you are able to control yourself. God has given you guys that superpower. Whoa, somebody's calling. Hi, hello, hello. Good evening. Good evening. We can hear you. How are you doing, Shagun? You say favor? Oh, how are you doing, favor? God bless you. All right, you want to contribute on the show? All right, go ahead. Okay. Mm. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I get it. That was exactly what I said. You know, it's possible for a man to sleep with a woman without having feeling for the woman just because he's drunk, or maybe he just want to just put it in and take it out. But for a woman, you must have feeling for the man before you can sleep with that man. All right. So I understand, but that's still not good enough reason for a man to cheat anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I know. I get you. Yeah. Yeah. Anything with a hole. Yeah. Yeah. It's not. But it can happen. It can happen. Yeah. Of course, you're very right. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we're not. Yeah. No, we're not. No, we're not. It's not easy. Oh. Yeah. 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 Self control. You don't sound like somebody that needs 10,000 naira. I don't think no. You don't sound like someone that needs 10,000. You sound like somebody that has more like $5 billion in his account. All right. After the show, I want you to send me a message. Send me a message on Facebook, and then we actually get talking there, and I'll get your account number and send the money to you. All right. Thank you very much. You are now my first winner. You are my first winner of 10,000 naira. God bless you. And can you say thank you to Afriex for that? Say thank you to Afriex for that. All right, man. Thank you very much. Bye. Yeah. All right. If you have not yet downloaded Afriex, please go ahead and download it. Go to the App Store. Go and download Afriex. That's where you can send money to Africa freely. No sending fee, no nothing. And then when you are actually doing it, make sure you use my promo code Shola SHOLA. And then as you're sending money, you're actually going to be giving me opportunity of sending money to people in Nigeria who need support. We're going to be sending money once in a while to people who need support in Nigeria. Every time we actually hold the show like this. All right. As you are sending it, you're going to be helping us. So go ahead and download right now. By God's grace. So men needs we need that discipline. We need the self-control, all right, to be able to go and remain married and stop breaking the heart of all these women. All right, this is where I'm going to be stopping for today. We're going to be coming back again later by the grace of God because I have a different session by 5. It's like 9 minutes to 5 right now. And I'm going to be back with you guys later down the road. We're going to be giving so much money out by the grace of God, courtesy Afriex app. If you have not downloaded the app, go ahead and do so. And use that promo code SHOLA, SHOLA, to send the money, and you will see what you're going to get. You're going to get $5. The moment you do it, you get $5 in your pocket. $5 in your pocket when you use Shola, SHOLA, to send the money for the first time. No sending fee. The rate is fantastic. Go ahead and make use of that opportunity right now. Go to the App Store, download it, and start rocking and rolling. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. I'll see you guys later by the grace of God tomorrow. Uh, I'm glad I'm back on Facebook. I'm back, and I will be on YouTube also. I'll be on Instagram. Thank you for following me. I so much love you guys. Guys, bye.